Tonight we are talking about the possibility of a change in the definition of marriage. And this change, if it does take place, will have very significant effects upon our society, upon our nation. Already, because of so many changes that have occurred in our society, the culture of marriage has been significantly weakened. It's subject to many, many stresses. This change, I believe, will have very detrimental effects upon marriage and the need to strengthen and build a quality of marriage and family life in our society. Because we know that marriage and family are foundational to the health and well-being of a culture. And while we do give respect to those who experience same-sex attraction and understand that they have a desire to have some form of human union, marriage by definition is between a man and a woman. This is how humanity has understood the nature of marriage for millennia. To change the nature of marriage will further weaken what is already under great stress. Society, in fact, needs to be able to find the ways to strengthen marriage and strengthen family life and not undermine it. And God's plan, God's good plan, is not only for us as Christians, but it is for all of humanity. And that's why it's important for us as Christians to defend this understanding of marriage, which has been already clearly enshrined in the current Marriage Act in Australia. And the government may change the definition of marriage, but it cannot change the truth of marriage. It cannot change God's good and wise plan for human life. Changing the Marriage Act to include same-sex couples will have enormous consequences for the future of our society. Tonight, we'll reflect on some of those consequences. My brothers and sisters, this is not a moment for us as Christians to be cowed into silence. It is not a time for us to be afraid of what we believe in, what we hold most dearly, and what we need to speak out in the midst of our society. Those who are pushing for a change want to stop the alternative position of marriage being presented. We cannot allow ourselves to be silenced. We cannot let others prevent us from speaking forth the truth about the nature of human life, about the nature of marriage and family. You've come here tonight because deep inside you have a great belief in marriage. You have a great belief in family. We need to translate our belief into action. We do need to be active. We do need to let our politicians know that there are many, many people in their constituencies who deeply believe in the true meaning and nature of marriage and family. They need to hear this. They need to know this. There is a slick, effective, powerful lobby arguing the contrary. We need to let our politicians know that there are many people who deeply believe that for the sake of our nation, the sake of our children, marriage as it has been traditionally understood needs to be preserved. We must act. We must act. We mustn't just sit there wishing it was otherwise. My brothers and sisters in Christ, I ask you tonight to make a decision to act for the sake of marriage, for the sake of children, for the sake of our future.